setting up the schedule. This is the heart of everything that we've been trying to do. So what we want to do now is we want to work off of the sheet that you just filled out that asked all of the questions about your schedule. You're going to notice that you've got a 6 a.m. time, you've got a 7:15 time, a 12 p.m., a 12:45, a 5 p.m., and 11 p.m. Those are all the ones from your notes. Now, bear in mind, the 12 and 12:45 times are for those people that come home with very young puppies to get them outside, or they take an hour for lunch, or what have you. If you're not one of those people, then disregard those 2 times. It's not a big deal. Most of my customers don't come home during the middle of the day. Some of them do. It just kind of depends. But if you're doing what we ask you to do with this program, it's not going to matter either one. I just wanted to put that in there so that I had something to show for both. Now, the next thing you want to look at is you've got 6 a.m. and you've got 7:15. Now, this opens up a little bit of time in the middle between the two to take your puppy out one more time, so you can squeeze one more time in there. So that means at 6 a.m. you get your puppy outside, your puppy goes to the bathroom real quick, gets everything out of its system, and then, from there you've got a 6:30 and a 7:15, so you've got 3 times in the morning before you go to work that your puppy can get outside and go to the bathroom. We're going to get into that in a minute. Now, we've got a 6 p.m., and then the rest of these from 6 to 11 are going to be on the hour every hour until you go to bed. Now, I hate to do that to you for the first week, but for the first week, it's a necessary evil. This is going to help get your puppy to understand that every time they drink water, and like I said, we'll explain the rest of this in a minute, every time they drink water, they go outside. By doing this, what we're going to end up doing is creating a very good habit in your puppy's mind that says, as soon as I eat or drink, I go straight to the bathroom outside. That's where all of this is going to kind of come together. Now, the next thing we want to do is look at the food column, the feeding column. We have 6 a.m. and we have 5 p.m. So those are the 2 times that we're going to feed. We want to mark those 2 down. You could put an X or a check, or however you want to do it. And then we want to go over to the water column. So we're going to give water in the morning at 6. We're going to give water again at noon. Now, notice that we're not giving water at 7:15 or 6:30. Let me explain why. You're gonna see this when we get into the rules in a minute, because we're going to have a whole little segment on rules. But the water is going to be left down for the time between 6 and 6:30. It's not necessary for us to give water again, since the water will be down for half an hour. And then right before you go out before you leave to go to work, you're going to take your puppy out to go to the bathroom. You don't want to give them more water at that point. They'll have had plenty of opportunities for water from the time that they got up until 6:30 or a little bit after. By giving them water at 7:15 before you leave, you're basically just asking for them not to be able to hold it until you come home. Of course, if you do come home in the middle of the afternoon, giving them water then, but not giving them water whenever you leave again at 12:45. And then again, you're going to give water at 5 p.m., at 6 p.m., at 7 p.m., and at 8 p.m. Now notice, at 9, 10, and 11, there is no water. That's because you want to set your puppy up to be completely, free of anything overnight, so that they can hold it all night long and be ready to get up and do their thing in the morning. Now, when it comes to the walking, all the walking is just going to a certain spot. And like I said, we're going to talk about that when we talk about the rules. But, the first walk in the morning is going to be at 6:30, after that food and water has been left down for half an hour and your puppy's had plenty of time to eat and drink. Again, 7:15, you're going to go ahead and walk your puppy or take your puppy out to the potty spot. 12, 12:45, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So right now we're looking at a ton of times to go to the bathroom outside, and we're also looking at what? 6 different times to get water throughout the day, which is plenty. So this, congratulations, is your schedule. Now, you want to take this and pin it up on top of the fridge. You want to follow this, and you want to be very mindful of what you're doing. And like I said, we're gonna get into the rules and how you should follow the rules to make the schedule work in the next segment.